So he feel like if you ain't selling drugs to him, he don't want you by his people because he sell drugs from right there. So if the police come for you and catch him, it's like a conflict thing, like he feel like he running right there. When Telly asked Pluck to move his car around the corner, did Pluck do it? Yeah, he moved his car. But once he told him about stop hanging out on the porch, Pluck is tripping like, what's up, man? Why you keep fucking with me or whatever? You know what I'm saying? Like, man, you tripping. Cheryl ain't said nothing, so why are you saying something or whatever? He like, man, little boy, get off his porch or whatever. What was Telly's reaction to Pluck? He jumped up to him. What's up? You want to fight, Pluck? Like, I don't want to do no fighting. Man, you tripping. I don't do no fighting. I don't want to fight you. Like, you tripping. Go ahead, you know what I'm saying? Telly, what's up? Like, you want to be a big boy and all this shit? What did you all end up doing? We went to 2011. Well, we got off the porch eventually, you know what I'm saying? And we went down the street. And so, when we just down there in the house and shit, Pluck vent, whatever you call it, speaking his mind like, man, this nigga tripping, man. Why he keep fucking with a nigga like he playing? He gonna make a nigga bust his ass or whatever? Okay. So, when you guys were having that conversation, where were you? In 2011. That's Journey's house. Okay. And who was there? I think Toya always in the house because her mama be running around. So Toya always in there. I think Ennis just got out of jail. He was there. I think Michael Fontaine, Damien. Was Dudu there? Dudu, yeah. We was on a porch together. We were down there together. Okay. So what was Pluck saying? He was just venting like, man, why the nigga keep fucking with me? Like, man, this nigga, why he hating on the nigga or something? That man, that nigga. Man, that boy put his hand on me. I'm gonna fuck that boy up or whatever. Like he gonna kill Telly or whatever. Was he upset the way that Telly was treating him? He wondered like, why Telly keep fucking with him, keep on. Like, if it ain't this one day, get off the porch of this. Like he always keep like nitpicking, like trying to start some shit or whatever. Okay, did you guys in that conversation talk about killing Telly? I'm saying that was Pluck's main whole thing. He be like, man, he keep fucking with me. I'm gonna have to do him something. I'm gonna have to kill him. I don't know what's wrong with him. Why he keep fucking with a nigga and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Did you all have some kind of agreement to go and kill Telly? No. I'm saying Pluck saying what he wanted to do. That's on him. It's his decision what he wants to do. I'm just there with him. We ain't know, oh, we gonna kill Telly shit like that. He's saying what he wanna do if he keep fucking with him. Right. And then sometime after that conversation, did Pluck end up getting shot and Dudu? Yeah, they got shot. But one day on, I don't know how long it was, but I was walking home one day, so off Jackson, I turned off Saratoga. So when I'm walking on the street, before I got to Daniel close to my house, I see Telly coming in the street in an S10 truck. He backed the truck all the way up, parked it, and hop out the truck. It's like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, so ain't nobody really out there. He come walking up. Man, what's up? Why you looking at me like that? I don't know what you mean. Looking at you like what? He like, man, what's down with you little boys? Like, what's up? Y'all tripping and shit. I'm like, what you talking about? He like, man, this shit with Pluck. I'm like, man, whatever you and Pluck got going on, I ain't got nothing to do with that. I'm like, man, I ain't never disrespect you in that. So why are you jumping out on me or whatever like that? Alright, at first he was like, I'm gonna holler at your big brother. I'm like, I'm my own man. You can holler at me if I did you something. I ain't do you nothing, so what you tripping for? When he said he was going to holler at your big brother, who does he mean? My brother Bubba, my other brother Bubba. Was he still alive then? Yeah, he in prison. Oh, okay. How did that conversation end with Telly? It ended, well, he felt like if I plotted with Pluck to do him something or something, like, man, I ain't got no problem with you. I'm like, whatever you and Pluck got going, he's gonna handle his own business and get at you or whatever. So he like, alright, and he got in the car. That was a wrap. Was that the last conversation you and Telly that me and him had based on the situation? Yeah. Was that after the conversation that you had with Pluck and Dudu in 2011 Josephine Street? Yeah, it was after that. Alright. Then at some point after that conversation you had with Telly, did something happen to Pluck and Doodoo? Well, I can't remember the date exactly or whatever, but I think it was 2004, like beginning of 2004. I know it was after Christmas and shit because Pluck had put the rims on the car and all this shit. So I knew it was after New Year's or whatever. So I'm on Saratoga. It's between Jackson Street and Josephine Street, Saratoga. They had a little yard I used to be in with a gate around it, and they had a big old plum tree on top of it, and they had a Bronco, a broke down truck in front of it. And I used to be right there because the police can see people passing the car or whatever. They couldn't see me because it was so dark at night or whatever. So when I was sitting on the porch just hustling or whatever, you know, I was selling drugs or whatever. So that's why I say that. Right. So I just hear like 2 gunshots, and when I look, I just see like right by Pluck's car. I see him like right there by the car, and I see Telly right there. And then I can't say I seen somebody run, but I just know he went to shoot like up the street. I heard like 5 more gunshots. Then I seen Pluck run. When I seen Pluck run, he turned around and shot 2 more times. You said he turned around. Who turned around? Telly Hankton. He shot 2 more times and hit Pluck, but he flipped like and kept running. Then he ran in the street, and he had this dude named Kenny Caper was right there by the car. He like, get the f from around there. Like, told Caper that. Telly said that to who? Telly told that to Caper. Okay. And so you said he kept running down the street. Who was running down the street? Pluck ran up Josephine. I found out later it was Doodoo that ran down Saratoga. I couldn't really see Doodoo because he was on the sidewalk on the other side of the car. So I just saw Telly shooting that way, went around there by the girlfriend where Doodoo fell at by the bar where he got shot. And when Telly finished shooting, did you see where he went? He came down Saratoga, right there where Caper was at. Right there he told Caper to get the f from around there. He ran straight down in there. And Michael Foster's like a crackhead, stay right there. It's a yard, but when you go through his yard, it come all the way out on Daniel Street, right behind. I don't know if it's Shirley's house. Behind Shirley's house, you got Cheryl's house. And you had Leslie staying right there then. That's Tommy Hankton's mama. She died. But straight behind her house, that alley goes straight through Michael Foster's yard and come out behind that way. Were you hanging out in Michael Foster's yard? Is that where the... No, I was next to, like, 2 houses away from Michael Foster's yard. And so, Michael Foster's yard, where Telly ran, is that a straight shot? Yeah, it's like a straight shot. It's like when you go through the alley, like they must have had houses or gates, all that tore down, so it's abandoned. And when you run straight, you come out on Daniel Street right that way. Okay, so when you saw Telly running away, approximately how far away from you was he? 2 houses. It ain't far. Probably about here to that wall, but not another length of that same wall. But it's right there. I can't describe. I don't know how wide a house is, but it's like 2 houses away. That's it. Okay. Did you have any problems seeing that it was Telly? No, I seen him. When he came right there, he had a rag around his neck and a hat on his head, and he went straight through the yard. Did Telly see you, if you're aware? No. Where exactly were you in front of that house? I was behind the gate. They had a porch right there. Were you by yourself? Yeah, I was by myself. What did you do after you saw that shooting? After I seen the shooting, I went and walked around there and went by my house and I stayed around the corner. I'm just telling myself like, man, this nigga just shot Pluck, man. Did you find out what happened to Pluck? Yeah, as far as when we went around and after about a few minutes, you heard the ambulance and stuff come around there. So they were putting up the tape and So I went on right there back by Saratoga. I seen the ambulance by 2011 house, by Durney and Toya house. Seen the ambulance right there. And then when we went back around, they had another ambulance right there on Simon Boulevard and St. Andrew Street by the bar room. They said that Doodoo had passed out when he got shot. Did you eventually go to the hospital? Oh yeah. I called a little chick, Trina, to come bring me to the hospital to go up there. So when we got to the hospital, he had like the whole Hankton family up there, people up there. The Hankton family? The whole Hankton family, yeah. Like Cheryl, my cousin, Trika, all them people live in the neighborhood. You know, everybody knew Pluck, so everybody went to the hospital to see what was going on or whatever. Did you ever get to see Pluck that night? No. When we was up on the emergency ramp right there by Charity or whatever, they said Pluck got shot. They was like he was going straight to surgery. Dude was alright because he got shot in his, we just say, I don't know what they call the bone or whatever. Say he got shot in his or whatever. So when I was up there, I seen a kid crying, but I'm looking, I don't know if he really knew what happened, but by he was crying, I'm like, he must not really know Telly did it. You know what I'm saying? Because he was crying crocodile tears or whatever. But when I was leaving off the ramp, I seen Telly and George pull up to like by the emergency ramp and get out. And they went up and walked up to the ramp to where everybody was standing at.